and welcome to a follow-up edition of our Practice Profit Reports, all about winning. Hey, that's what we do every single Friday right here, is we help you win. We help you win the most important game. It's called the game of life. That's what we're here to do. Today, though, we're going to talk about on the field, of the practice. Last week I gave you the key points of preparation and execution and developing a system for success that would allow you to get the best out of your people and the most out of your patients. So today, we're going to talk about how to play that out. Excuse me. Now, I do want to say to you something very important. Some people ask me, say, well, what's the biggest difference between the doctors who do and the doctors who don't? I say, well, it's very simple. There are some practices and some doctors that are so afraid to talk about winning because they think what other people are going to say, or it's all about the money, or they think, oh, well, what if I don't win? Then I'm going to feel really bad about it. So I better set some really low goals, or maybe I set no goals at all. Well, the thing is, in life, winning is based on your own definition. The other thing in life is it's not about just getting by. It's about delivering the goods, okay? And the goods are based on your potential. It's what's possible. So I want to ask you, we talk all the time about problem-based dentistry versus possibility-based dentistry. What are you? Okay? Are you a problem-based doctor? Are you a possibility-based doctor? What are you? Are you a problem-based person? Or are you a possibility-based person? Are you a person who's negative about everything? Are you insecure? You have self-doubt? Are you judgmental? Because it can go both ways. People can be negative internal, self-talk. People can be negative external, judgmental. Okay? That's a real shitty kind of person. Okay? Or are you optimistic, positive, okay? Uplifting, encouraging, empowering? Okay? Are you a great person who thinks internally the best of yourself? Because you can't be the best for others if you aren't the best for you. And you think the best of others. Because if you don't think the best of others, you're going to get reciprocally exactly what you're sending out. So the point is very simple. If you want the single greatest difference in every practice's transformation, it is to be bold and unabashed about what winning looks like. It is to be fully 100% all in on the purpose of why we exist. It's a real simple deal. In my original book, The Dental Practice Shift, I said, if you want to see a lot of patients, run away from me. But if you want to do a lot of dentistry, run as fast as you can, right here, for a big welcome home bear hug. Because when you know who you are, when you can be at peace, you can be fully aligned with your identity. So what are we in? We're not in the visit business. We're not even in the dental business. Of course, we're in the health and relationship business. But the degree of your success is going to be represented by one thing and one thing only. And that's how many people are you helping into what degree? Not by quantity, but by quality. Not by volume, but by value. Are you making a significant impact? And not better than you were, but the best that you can be. The people who show up and invest their time in watching these videos every week, I know you. You're a person who doesn't like to lose. You're a person who plays to win. You're a person who wakes up every single day and feels complete and only complete if you are giving your life, not your practice, only your life. That's the people you love. That's all the things in it. You're giving it the best you possibly can. Because you believe anything less than what your best is ain't a victory for you. So I just want to revisit very quickly. Winning. This is why I call you my life athletes. You're my game of life quarterback. Right? Now in the practice, we're talking very simply. Very simply. Number 1, okay, if you don't create enough opportunity, you ain't going to win. To keep with our football analogies, you can have lots of yards. You can have lots of yards. You can have lots of attempts. You can have lots of things. You can be on the field. You can have time of possession. None of that shit matters. Number of yards, minutes with the ball. Now, obviously, sometimes those things align. But the reality of it is, the healthiest offense gets off the field. They score quickly, okay? And they go long. That's what they do. So your job every single day is to stack up enough health opportunity to win. In order to do that, you got to define what winning is. Winning is about taking the patients to state of ideal. And so no matter how many patients you see on a daily basis, you go from where they are to state of ideal. That's it. If you take them to state of ideal, this gap right here, that's your health opportunity. Are you and your team 100% crystal clear that that's what we're here to do? That's what preparation looks like. That is the game plan for the day. And then from there, we're talking very simply about conversion. We understand conversion. The football analogy is passes complete. Okay? It's yards after the catch. It's average yards every run. We understand how many first downs. What's an efficient offense? How many first downs we can get? That's your conversion. How many times can we take a patient to state of ideal? And let's just say it's not all the time going to be all in. So how many times can we get them to first downs? First downs, first downs. How can we do that? So with every patient, what's our efficiency rate? Not of speed of procedure, but of productivity. Moving them down the pathway to health. So we're looking at this conversion not just by percentage, okay, but by value. Actually what we're accomplishing. Points on the board with every patient. Progress down the pathway to health. This is the game. And we have to be completely clear about this. Our commitment to winning. Not visits, not people, not transactions. It's all in exactly on this. Now, finally, the score, though. The score is one thing. The score is money. Okay? Money. Are we ringing a cash register? Are we watching that number move at the top? All this is just activity running up and down the field. We're talking about conversions, making progress, but points are in the end zone. Sometimes it's going to be field goals. Sometimes you miss the point after. But we are looking for touchdowns. We're looking for meaningful progress with every patient, every single day. If the team is not 100% based on you giving them permission, based on you being dogmatic about what winning looks like, happy patients, lots of reviews, out on time, schedule full, like all this stuff is just excuses and distractions. Those are all great. We'd like to do it. We'd like to win with no injuries. Okay? We'd like to win, by halftime, not by the last minute. We'd like all these things. Okay? We'd like all the fans to be happy with how we played. But all of that shit's a bonus. We really just want to hold the trophy. Okay, because we delivered health with the patient and we won the day with our goals. We're just talking about championship here. Okay? And then finally, delivering the goods. Delivering the goods is the dentistry. That's the schedule. The schedule is not our moral compass. The schedule is nothing more than a compartment of time and how productive we were with it. That's it. All right? But all these things mastered and working together in alignment is what winning looks like. Just diagnosing, not enough. Just conversion effectively without a quantitative outcome, not enough. Okay? Doing lots of activities without closing the cash. All right? What should happen? 50% of your collections every day should be prepay. Minimum, okay? And finally, the schedule. The schedule is a proof of concept of success. It is not the bullseye, end-all, be-all, determining factor or outcome of success. Now, this is winning, friends.